Hello everyone, it's Martin. Welcome to this new video, and today we will talk about the business plan of dropshipping. We are going to analyze how Gymshark went from dropshipping to $1 billion brand in just 8 years. In 2012, Gymshark started with dropshipping. They were first selling food supplements, and then they were selling sportswear from other companies. And then 8 years later, in 2020, they sold 21% of the business at a valuation of $1.45 billion, which made Ben Francis, the founder of Gymshark, a billionaire. In 2022, Gymshark made around $600 million of revenue, and they have millions of followers on all social media platforms. So let's go, let's see what is the business plan for dropshipping and how to actually get very rich. But before we delve into the business plan to achieve this, I would like you to understand what is the actual process of making money. And there are two main ways to make money with dropshipping. The first one is with the profit of your business. So you have your revenue minus your expenses, and that's your profit, which you can put in your pocket. And the second way is the value of the business. So your business generates yearly revenue and profits, which gives your business some value, and someone might be interested into buying your business. So let's take an example. Let's say that you have a dropshipping store that makes $1 million profits per year. So your profits are very simple. It's $1 million per year. And then for the value of the business, most of the time, e-commerce brands, they are valued between 2 to 5 times their yearly profits. So for our example, it would be $2 to $5 million. But for dropshipping, the valuation can be as low as 1 or even 0.5 times profit sometimes, which means now the value of our dropshipping business is only $500,000 to $1 million. In other words, we are losing millions of dollars just because we are doing dropshipping. But why is that? What are actually the problems with dropshipping? The first one is that most of the time when you do dropshipping, you are way too dependent on the acquisition platform. If most of your sales come from Facebook ads or TikTok ads, for example, and you only spend money on those platforms and make more money on your store, then you are not really building anything. You are just running an arbitrage business between what you spend and what you make, which for the valuation of your business is not interesting. Then the next problem is that with dropshipping, there is no brand image. You don't have any brand recognition. You also don't have a real audience. So once again, if you only make a profit on ad spending, that's not good for the value of your business. Then the third major problem with dropshipping is that most of the time you don't have any intellectual property, which means if it's too easy to compete with you and anyone can get the same product as you and start selling in the same market as you, then you have no advantage. Why would someone buy your company if I can just spend the same money and start competing with you? And the last problem is that most of the time with dropshipping, you have very low margin and very low profit. Because when you go directly to the manufacturer, or if you are your own manufacturer and you create your own product, then you will get a much better economy of scale, which means at the end of the day, better pricing for your customer and better margin for your business. So now that we are clear with the problems, what are the solutions? The first one is to build a brand that people will love. You need to build a community, and especially on social media. Then you need to make your own product and switch from a dropshipping model to a real e-commerce model, if I would say. Then third, you need to diversify your acquisition channels and do not depend on just one advertising platform. 4, you need to work on getting free sales as well from your existing customers and improve the lifetime value of your customer. And 5, you definitely need to work to improve your margin. But doing all of that is definitely expensive. And that's why starting with dropshipping is actually super good. You can start with very little money, you can test many products, you can learn the business, you can learn marketing. So it's really great to start, but to make big money, you will need to evolve. So let's talk about the business plan. Step 1, start dropshipping. The only goal here is to find one or more winning products and be profitable. So make sure that your product is good and that your customers are happy. And actually during this phase, you are going to build your key skills to be successful. The first one is choosing the right product to sell, which means choosing the winning product. And the second one is how to sell them, how to sell online. And these two skills will be the key skills that your entire business depends on from now on. Then during this phase, you just want to build a minimal brand So you want a very well branded website. That will be enough at this point, but you really need to look good. And you also want a good name that sounds like a real brand and not a dropshipping brand. And also you don't want to change your name later, so make sure that the name that you choose is actually good. Then if you use influencers, that will help you build your brands. So make sure that you save every piece of content that they do for you. You will use them later. And as early as you can, you should definitely create your own pictures, video, and creative of your products, because as well you will definitely need them. And so this is how Gymshark actually started. They had no money, so they started to dropship food supplements, and then they dropshipped other people's clothing. And it took them actually 2 months before they could get their first sales. Then once you are good with step 1 and you got the key skills that are super important for your business, it's time to go to step 2, which is growth. So here you want to invest the profit that you make to make more sales and increase your revenue. And into this step, at this stage, this should be actually your only focus. Make more sales and increase revenue. What you really want to do is you want to build your customer acquisition formula, which means how you get more customers. And you want to make sure that you can repeat this formula over and over again so you can get more sales. You need something that is repeatable and predictable. Then once you have your formula and you achieve a good level of income, it's time to go to step 3 and transition to a brand. So there is not really a good moment to do it. It really depends on you and mainly 2 factors. The first one will be how much you want to grow before building your brand. And the second one is how much you can grow as well, depending on your market, your competition, your profit, etc. So don't build your brand too early because that's a lot of work. And first, you need to make sure that you have a real demand for your business, which means you have consistent sales, you have happy customers, and you're good on logistics as well. You know how to operate the business, you know how to deal with customer support, returns, shipping, and so on. And also, once again, you have a repeatable acquisition model, so you know how to get customers and you can keep doing it. Then, once you have all of that, it's time to build your brand. And you can definitely hire people to do that with you because you have revenue, you have profit. That's what you did in step 2. So to build your brand, the first thing that you want to do is to start a newsletter to engage with your existing customers. Then the second thing is to create great content on all the social media platforms and develop your following there. Then, if you have not done any influencer marketing yet, do it now. This will give your brand recognition, and then use the best performing piece of content that you had from influencer in ads to increase the reach and the brand recognition. And you can also do the same with your user-generated content. And then last thing you want to do to build your brand is you want to get as much media exposure as you can. Try to get your company in interviews, articles in magazine. You need to get as much people as you can to talk about you and your brand. Then you absolutely need to diversify your acquisition channels. You should get customers from every channel possible. So for each channel, it doesn't need to be a lot of customers, but you need to be present and create content everywhere on a regular basis in order to really build your audience and really build your following. Then you need to set up a real strategy to sell to your existing customers as well. Really, the goal here is to increase the lifetime value of your customers and get free sales from your existing customer, which is going to prove that you actually have a real audience and a real customer base that wants more and is ready to buy more from you. So for doing that, you can do multiple new product launch per year. You can do some special offer like during Q4, for example, and so on. There's many things that you can do. And as soon as possible in your journey, depending on what you sell, you want to stop dropshipping. So which means you should start working with suppliers or factories directly to create your own product and then use local warehouses in the country that you sell to ship locally. So you can either replace the product that you currently dropship with your own products, or you can expand your current product offering with your own products. And ideally, you want to create new and unique products that no one else can do. And if you can have a patent, that's even better. So going back to Gymshark example, they started dropshipping food supplements, then they sold other people's sportswear, and then they replaced everything and started to sell their own sportswear. And at first, they bought a sewing machine and they made the clothes themselves, so everything was custom made. And today, at the time that I made this video, Gymshark has millions of followers on all the social media platforms, and they also have a lot of athletes or influencers that are Gymshark ambassadors. So at this point, you should have increased your revenue pretty significantly, and you should also have increased your profits because you will get a lot of sales either free or way cheaper than before thanks to your newsletter, your returning customer, your organic social media reach, your brand recognition, word of mouth. Like all of these things will mean very low customer acquisition cost, which means bigger profit for your company. And because now you have a real brand, you have your own product, then your company valuation will go up, which means big money for you. At this step, you can actually make millions of dollars, even if you do not increase your profits by millions of dollars, just thanks to the value of your business. Then step number 4, little bonus, you can open physical shops. Either you can fully own your stores, or you can do franchise or licensing, or you can do pop-up stores. Like there's plenty of models that you can do, and you can learn more about it when you reach this level. But adding physical location to your business will actually greatly improve your sales and also your company value. So for example, Gymshark did multiple pop-up stores in many locations, and they are also opening permanent stores now. And they have their first one in London. And then step 5, sell your company. So you started with dropshipping, but then you built a proper brand, and now someone might be very interested into buying your business. So either you can sell everything if you want to stop, or if you want a big change, or you can only sell some part of your business and get a partner to continue the growth with you. And you would also get a big check. And even if you don't want to sell, then now you have a real brand that people love, you have a much stronger business, much more profit, and that's much better than before. So congratulations. And what Gymshark did here is in 2020, they secured an investment from General Atlantic, who acquired 21% of the business at a $1.45 billion valuation, which means Ben Francis, the founder of Gymshark, became a billionaire. Because after the deal, he owned 70% of the business, which means his net worth was $1 billion. And so that was the business plan in 5 steps on how you can start with dropshipping and make the most money out of it, and how Gymshark did it. So now it's time to get to work. You can build your online store on our platform, Dr.Tech. You can do dropshipping, you can build your brand, you can sell your own product, and so on. You can sell absolutely anything on Dr.Tech and be as successful as Gymshark, or even more. So you can sign up for a free trial of Dr.Tech on lodr.tech/en. I will leave the link in the description below. And I want to make sure that on Dr.Tech we have the best features and the best tool to really support you in your e-commerce journey. So that's why I like to analyze some successful companies like Gymshark. So if you like this type of video, just let me know in the comments and I can do more like this. Thank you for watching this one, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.